Am I bummed out that Skid Row will not be reuniting with lead singer Sebastian Bach? Absolutely. I've seen Sebastian on a multitude of occasions, and I love his singing. I love his stage presence. I love how he treats the fans. I have to say I have not seen Skid Row live, but I love their records with Sebastian and after Sebastian. I'm a bass player myself. I'm horrible at bass, but I love bass. I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. I love what bass players can do with the instrument. Some bass players. Some bass players are boring. Rachel Bolan is not boring with the bass. Rachel is a punk rock bassist in what some call a hair band, which I never thought was a hair band, but he's just an amazingly skilled bass player. And Scotty and Snake, I mean, the whole band, I mean, that is a really tight, well-oiled machine. They have always been an amazing band. And while I've not seen them live, it's not because I haven't wanted to. It's simply because I haven't been at the right city at the right time. But I buy their records. I download their records. I love their records. I was a big fan of Thick Skin. And I got to say that this reunion would be just a money maker. It would be blockbuster. They would sell out everything. It would be very comparable to the Guns N' Roses semi-reunion, because it's not a reunion when Izzy's not there and Matt's not there. But you know, it's or Steven, really, Steven Adler. I'm thinking Matt Sorum because I was a big Illusions fan, but you know, three original guys is not a reunion. It's a semi-reunion. But you know, if they could get the full Skid Row, you know, it would be, you know, with Rob and with Sebastian, Snake, and Scotty and Rachel, it would be an epic, you know, concert of humongous proportions. But you know what? Those guys, you got to respect them because, you know, unlike your Kisses and your Motley Crues, they're not in it for the money, you know, and I've read a lot of interviews where, you know, Scotty and Rachel will say that no amount of money is worth their peace of mind. They love what they're doing. You can see that they love what they're doing. They're out there playing sheds. They're out there playing arenas, whether they're second on the bill or they're the headliner, they're happy, you know? And I think Sebastian is happy as well with his solo band. And I don't think this band is ever going to reunite. And I know they've come pretty close. And I'm sure they talk, because everybody assumes that they don't talk. They've got to talk, guys. They've got all sorts of licensing deals. They've got, you know, residuals. They've got a lot of business to talk. So whether they talk through attorneys or intermediaries, I would be really highly shocked if those guys have not actually even been in a room together and talked. But I just don't ever see them touring. And I don't even think it's a question of the money. I really don't, which is really crazy because everybody thinks, oh, if you've got a problem, no matter how bad it is, if you throw enough money at it, it's going to fix it. And those guys, I don't think, you know, I don't think they're about the money. I really don't. Especially Rachel. That's a, you know, he's like legit punk rock to the core. And I don't think that guy, I mean, I'm sure that guy's got plenty of money and he doesn't need any more. And even if you threw it at him, he's not going to, they're not prostitutes. You know what I mean? A lot of bands are. Skid Row is not.